Hello viewers and welcome back to Three Sisters for the final round of the Elite Karting Series 2024 season. Second junior race of the day is about to get underway and Salvador Newman is on pole position but only by 0.06 of a second ahead of Jamie Tiley-Gooden, Dylan Fitzhenry and Noah Hadwin on the second row of the grid. Lilia Scatchard starts in 5th position with Liv Metcalf alongside her in 6th. Charlie Foster and Jack Simmons are row 4. Luke Scarborough and Jake Saunders make up row 5 of the grid, just 1.8 seconds back from the lead, with Archie Prattley having work to do in 11th. So we are ready to get underway for the second junior race of the day here at Three Sisters in the EKS. Threat of rain still in the air and it's Salvador Newman who is on pole position. Jamie Tiley-Gooden alongside him into the first corner, and it is lights out and away we go. A good start for Dylan Fitzhenry off the second row of the grid. He gets clear of Jamie Tiley-Gooden into the first corner. Lilia Scatchard has a fantastic start as well, but it's Dylan Fitzhenry all the way around the outside through turn 2 into the lead of the race. Now Lilia Scatchard looking for second position herself, and by the looks of things isn't quite able to gain it. Jamie Tiley-Gooden goes around the outside. He gets into third position now, looks for second position as well, and on the inside line Jamie Tiley-Gooden is into that second spot. Your race 1 winner, soon to be challenging for the win in this one as well. Charlie Foster slots into 4th position. There's battles further behind as well as Archie Prattley is alongside Liv Metcalf into the right hander at the end of the straight, but at the end of this first lap it is Dylan Fitzhenry in the lead of the race. Luke.
Yeah, Dylan, he's in the lead ahead of Jamie Tiley-Gooden, and then you've got Salvador Newman currently running in at P3 ahead of Charlie Foster. And you've got Jack Simmons, he's now got a car up his inside. He was in 5th place, but now Noah Hadwin is alongside him as Noah Hadwin goes side by side. And then you've got Jack Saunders up the inside as well of Lilia Scatchard going through Paddock Bend. Those two are in the battle for 7th and 8th position. It is Lilia Scatchard who stayed in front of Jake Saunders here in P7. But yeah, Dylan Fitzhenry, he leads the way. Jamie Tiley-Gooden's right on his back bumper as they head through Luna Bend, now going onto the Commonwealth Straight for the second time this race. Look, Jamie Tiley-Gooden, look at him, he is tucking in behind that steering wheel, trying to maximise that slipstream as he is behind Dylan down at the Commonwealth Straight. Can he get the run in here into turn 6? No, he can't quite, as he stays in P6. You can see in the background as well, that's Jake Saunders at the inside, Noah Hadwin now, and Lilia Scatchard too. She goes through on Jake Saunders. In fact, Noah Hadwin just went wide there going through turn 6, and he's now got Luke Scarborough on his outside as Archie Prattley. You can see from his onboard here, he's trying to get through on the inside of both of them, and he's managed to do that very well indeed, going through Joey Donop corner. He's now up into P8.
Charlie Foster was under a little bit of pressure there for a moment. You saw the bottom of the drone shot. That was from Jake Saunders. Lilia Scatchard just behind as well. She's now putting pressure on Jake herself. Let's take a look at the lead of the race because Jamie Tiley-Gooden slipstreaming Dylan Fitzhenry all the way down the back straight, hoping that he can maybe squeeze his way into the lead of this one, but I think he's pointing forward. I think he wants to build a gap because Salvador Newman under pressure from Jack Simmons behind me couldn't quite get a spot for that, but I think as he goes on the inside line now, Salvador Newman isn't quite able to get past Jack Simmons, who's now pointing forward himself. He knows what they're trying at the front, but Salvador Newman is not playing ball, goes down the inside line and into a 3rd position.
Yeah, Jack Simmons, he went past Salvador there going down the Commonwealth Straight, and I don't think Salvador was very happy about that because he went straight back up the inside. Got Jack Simmons at the first opportunity. These two, they need to work together really if they want to catch back up to Jamie Tiley-Gooden and Dylan Fitzhenry at the front of this field. They're not working together at the moment though, and it is causing them to drop back. They are more than 2 seconds behind Dylan and Jamie here, and this could spell the end of their chances for the battle for the win here. They're going to have to hope that Dylan and Jamie do start to battle later on in this race if they want to catch up here, because they have dropped a long way behind and they have more importantly fallen out of the slipstream range of the top 2 here. Salvador stays in P3 for the time being ahead of Jack Simmons, and Charlie Foster leads the rest of the drivers. He's currently in P5 ahead of Lilia Scatchard, as you can see them now coming out of Joey Donut corner. In fact, Lilia Scatchard and Jack Saunders have both got past Charlie Foster here. It's a good move there as Jack Simmons, he's now back through on Salvador Newman going through Paddock Bend there. He's back in to P3 now, giving Salvador a little bit of a wave here, trying to work together with him to get ahead as they try to catch back up to Dylan and Jamie out the lead of this race.
Well, Dylan Fitzhenry having a really good time at the top of the field, but he does know that Jamie Tiley-Gooden attack is coming at some point in the next 8 minutes of this contest. It's just a bit of a game of cat and mouse at the moment as Archie Prattley looks to get past Charlie Foster and looks like he's going to do so relatively easily. Charlie Foster will try and fight him on the outside line and actually gets a fantastic run. Charlie Foster back up into that 7th position after a very brief attack from Archie Prattley, who's still going here. Mind you, on the outside line he goes into the final corner of Joey Dunlop Bend, but no way through there. Archie Prattley still in the slipstream through the first corner. Paddock Bend can't quite get through on that occasion, and it looks like Charlie Foster is now just going to try and settle in here. They do need to work together. The entire field needs to work together really, as we have a spot of the leaders. Jamie Tiley-Gooden suddenly looks for the lead of the race. This is the attack that we've been waiting for. They've got 2.5 seconds. Tiley-Gooden thinks that's enough, goes down the inside line and easily gets himself into the lead of the race. He now points forward. He wants to be the one that leads this charge.
Yeah, Jamie just gave his little car a little bit of a tap there on the back there. That was quite cheeky there from Jamie Tiley-Gooden as he went through into the lead of the race. Now got Dylan Fitzhenry pushing him down past Lucy's Valley into the final corner. It looks like Dylan is playing ball here with Jamie Tiley-Gooden, so this is good news for the two of them, bad news for the rest of the pack, as this is only going to allow them to pull away even more. You can see from the static camera here on the start-finish line that it is Jack Simmons who's actually got through on Salvador Newman here. Yeah, he got through a few laps ago, didn't he, on Salvador. He is in 2P3. Salvador falling back into the clutches now of Lily Scatchard and Jack Saunders, who have pulled away here from Archie Prattley and Charlie Foster, who are in a battle here for P7. They've even got Noah Hadwin not far behind. You can see Noah looming in the background from Archie Prattley's reverse onboard, as now Archie Prattley's going around the outside of Charlie Foster here, going down the corner straight here. Can he make this work? He can indeed. I think Charlie's car might be a little bit down on power here, because Archie flew past there, didn't even have much slipstream either. He made that move quite early on in the straight before he'd really managed to get much slipstream. So great move that is by Archie Prattley into P7. Charlie Foster down to 8th place.
6 minutes to go in the race. We've approached that half distance and passed that half distance, and now Dylan Fitzhenry has got to get creative to try and get past on Jamie Tiley-Gooden as Charlie Foster goes down the inside of Archie Prattley once more, but Archie is able to quell this particular attack. They've got another driver involved with them. Noah Hadwin is involved in this scrap all of a sudden, as Charlie now goes down the inside of Prattley and finds his way through on this occasion as well. So they're chopping and changing as Prattley's got more concerns here, as here goes Noah down the inside line looking to get past him. Archie Prattley will be brave on the outside. It's a little bit of a slipstream fest here as Hadwin goes on the inside to try and follow Charlie Foster's lane. Archie Prattley is just being brave on the outside line, and it does look like Noah Hadwin is able to use the benefit of Charlie Foster punching that hole in the air to find his way through, and Archie Prattley now is going to have to reassess. Joey Dunlop corner down the inside he goes. Really good late braking overtake there from Archie Prattley, but an even better switchback from Noah Hadwin into the first corner, gets himself back through.
This battling as well, this is going to allow Charlie Foster to pull away a little bit here. Charlie is now back into 7th position. Can Noah keep up with him? What you must make sure you don't do around this track is you must not fall out of the slipstream range. That is the most important thing around the circuit. It gains you so much lap time, and Noah has caught up to Charlie Foster here as they head back on to the common straight. He may be able to get past him here, you know, as he's tucked in behind Charlie. He's going to go to the left or the right. He's gone to the left now. He's going to try and have to hold it around the outside here of turn number 6. This is traditionally turn 1 where you're using the owner-driver version of the circuit. Noah Hadwin, can he get the cutback here as they go past Lucy's Valley? Noah Hadwin around the outside. Can he get through into P7? Not quite. Charlie Foster just about shuts the door on Noah here, but this is great racing between the two of them as Noah's now side by side again with Charlie Foster. He's going ultra defensive here, going into turn 1. Noah has got an overlap though. Can he make this work? No, he cannot, and he's actually got the outside line now for turn number 2. He's going to have to try and do the cutback again here. Archie Prattley just waiting to pounce on this battling and trying to get through past both of them if he can, as now Noah Hadwin's trying to set up the cutback once more, coming through Luna Bend, now on the outside of Charlie Foster. Charlie, remember, a little bit down on power in this car. Can Noah get round the outside of him here? I think he can indeed. And Archie Prattley, look at this slipstream that he's got here. He is going straight past Charlie Foster, and now he's up the inside of Noah Hadwin. Great run that is by Archie Prattley, as Noah Hadwin, where's he going? He's going around the only driver version of the track. He's going down Lucy's Valley. That's, well, a bit of an op there by Noah Hadwin, and that has allowed Archie Prattley to get through into P7.
Yeah, I mean, he was halfway to Manchester there. On the outside line was Noah Hadwin. He's now fallen out of slipstream range a little bit. He's going to have to claw it back. Let's run up more briefly with Salvador Newman, because he's watching the drivers just ahead of him. It's Jake Saunders and Lilia Scatchard still having a battle. And I wonder if Salvador can just catch up in a moment's time. Of course, Jack Simmons at the very front of this train as well. They're 4 seconds back now from our leading trainers. We'll pick back up our leaders as they head into Joey Dunlop corner, and just in time, because around the outside goes Dylan Fitzhenry. Jamie Tiley-Gooden is wise to it, and Dylan Fitzhenry can't find a way through, but does get an exit to try and draw alongside. However, Jamie Tiley-Gooden is wise to it once again and holds on to the lead of the race. I believe Lilia Scatchard, by the way, is alongside Jack Simmons for that final podium position. Goes down the inside line, and I believe Lilia Scatchard has found a way through. No, she hasn't. She's alongside, though, into the next corner. Let's watch Salvador Newman's on board as he sees Lilia Scatchard go through. Jack Simmons has to settle for fourth for the time being, then, with Jake Saunders just behind us. Luke, let's pick the leaders back up.
Yeah, it was just as we cut away there, it was Jake Saunders who went flying over the exit cab coming out of Luna Bend, but it's Dylan Fitzhenry, as you can see now, going around the outside of Jamie Tiley-Gooden as they head through turn number 6, and Jamie Tiley-Gooden just about holds on there. Whilst we weren't looking at the leaders, the two of them very much working together, hence why are now 4 seconds ahead of the pack of cars behind, but they have now started to battle, as you can see on screen now, as they head into the final 2 laps of the race. As I can hear a little bit of a funny noise here in my headphones. I think Archie Prattley may be in the process of breaking down here. Yeah, he is. That is Luke Scarborough going flying past here, past Archie Prattley, and he is heading off into the pit lane. So the rules here in the EKS are that as long as you are not at fault for your car breaking down, then you will be put back into positions. Archie Prattley, as we saw, he was running in P8 then when he broke down there as he makes his way into the pit lane, so he will be reinstated back into position. But now, as we cut back to this drone shot on the penultimate lap of the race, it is Jamie Tiley-Gooden going defensive once more against Dylan Fitzhenry into turn number 6. He's holding on for the time being as now going through Lucy's Valley. They come back into shot. These two, they race together in the Junior Super Lightweight Championship in Club 100, but Jamie did not defend there into Joey Dunlop corner, and Dylan Fitzhenry went up the inside but wasn't able to get through there. That was a bit of a risky move there by Jamie Tiley-Gooden. Nearly lost it. I think this is now the penultimate lap of the race. We're very close to being either on the penultimate lap or on the last lap of the race, as Dylan Fitzhenry now, he's alongside Jamie Tiley-Gooden once more as they head down Rogerson Straight into turn number 3. Dylan Fitzhenry, he was briefly ahead there at the apex, but Jamie Tiley-Gooden has the inside for Luna Bend, and he's held on to the lead for the time being as Dylan Fitzhenry trying to go around the outside of Jamie now, going down the Conroe Straight. Who has got the better exit here out of Luna Bend? It looks like it's Dylan Fitzhenry, you know, as they head down to turn number 6. Dylan Fitzhenry, he is through and into the lead.
And the question now remains, is it the final lap of the race? Which I believe it is not. I can see the marshal on our static camera holding out the last lap board, which means Jamie Tiley-Gooden is going to have one more tour of this 1 kilometre circuit to try and get it done, and he starts by getting through, but Dylan Fitzhenry back up and under is able to find his way back through. Final lap of the race, that's for sure now, and it is one more opportunity for Jamie Tiley-Gooden. He's got 1 kilometre to go. He's all over the back of Dylan Fitzhenry. The question is, when does he want to go for the move? He does it now, which he tries to. He gives up that slipstream for the Conrod Straight, which is the longest straight in the EKS. Jamie Tiley-Gooden just about behind Dylan Fitzhenry. This will decide the race right here down the back straight for the final time. Tiley-Gooden gets a run, but is it a run enough? He's got to be alongside into the corner, and he hasn't quite got the legs to do it there, so they'll head through the right-hander. And now up to Dunlop corner. We'll see what he can do. He gets a run on the outside line. Is Jamie Tiley-Gooden. He's going to be forced the long way round once more in this race. It's a dummy move from Jamie Tiley-Gooden. That is exceptional for the lead of the race and surely for the win into the final corner. Jamie Tiley-Gooden wins in the junior class. What a move.
What an overtake that was by Jamie Tiley-Gooden on the final corner of the final lap of the race. He made it look like he was going to take the normal line into the final corner. And at the last second, he darted to the inside, sent out the inside of Dylan Fitzhenry. That is the definition of a dummy. What a great move that was by Jamie Tiley-Gooden to take the victory by 0.2 of a second ahead of Dylan Fitzhenry. Jamie Tiley-Gooden ended up taking a remarkable victory then in that race by 0.2 of a second ahead of Dylan Fitzhenry after making that incredible final corner overtake. Jack Simmons ended up coming home in P3 at the front of that train of carts. He came home just over 0.1 of a second ahead of Lilia Scatchard, with Jake Saunders and Salvador Newman just behind. The entire pack of carts there was separated by 0.6 of a second at the line. Charlie Foster led another pack of karts across the line. He came home in P7 in front of Luke Scarborough, whilst Archie Pratley was slotted back into position in between the two of them after the race, after his kart broke down, whilst Liv Metcalf came home in P10 and Noah Hadwin came home in P11. We can now head down to the pit lane where Yusuf Bin Sahal has got Jack Simmons, Lilia Scatchard, Jake Saunders and Salvador Newman.
We're joined by Jack Simmons. Jack, a very good third place, but with the top two working together, just never really possible to catch them, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think the benefit to starting first, second is that you always get, an easier race than others. And obviously with the good kart pool that they got, they managed to pull away. But luckily I got a good kart, so I was able to make up a lot of positions. And then I stayed first most of the race, and then had a good little battle by the end. It's a good way to have the middle of the day, obviously, with a bad race one. End of the day, I'm not looking for much. I just need to finish the race, and I'm second of the champ. So, the last race coming up, so I'll see what can happen. But hopefully, it'll be another good one.
Salvador, race 2 not quite as good as race 1, just struggling to catch the top 2 initially, and just not being in the train with them, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so off the start, Jamie got me off the start, which was fair. I went a bit wide, but then Dylan got me not too long after, but just dealing with not the very best of karts, just on the straight kept losing it, but I was able to keep with Lilia, Jake and Jack in the end, have quite a good battle with them, even though the kart was quite bad. So I think I'm pretty happy with it, even though obviously I did start pole, but it's what it is.
Jake, you had a really fun battle because it was a four-way battle for third?
Yeah, it was getting close at the end there. Obviously worked through with the pack starting P10, so managed to just make up some positions and
How difficult is it battling in the slipstream train and knowing when to attack, when to defend, and it's just been crazy?
Yeah, definitely really hard. You can kind of judge it if you can follow people through, so if you just push someone along, you'll most likely get a position up, but in the end of the day, it's tracks, mostly all slipstream, so.
Lilia, you look so close to getting third on those last couple of laps.
Yeah, it was a big battle between me and Sal and Jack. It was completely different between slipstream. So sometimes they'd get a slipstream and I'd drop down, then sometimes I'd drop up and go up again. But it was a really close battle.